You know that feeling, right? You open your water bill, you look at the number, and you just kind of stare at it, thinking, wait, what? How did we use that much water? Where did it all go? Well, today, we are going to put on our detective hats and solve that exact mystery. Because, saving water is about more than just money. It's about being smarter with a resource we all count on.
So let's just dive right into the main question here. What is actually using the most water inside your house? You might have a few ideas, but I think some of the answers are actually going to surprise you.
Okay, so take a look at this. This chart breaks down your average indoor water use. And yeah, we can see the usual suspects right away. Toilets, they're the #1 user at a whopping 24%. And right behind them, you've got showers, faucets, and the washing machine. When you add it all up, those four things make up almost all of your indoor water bill. It's kind of crazy when you see it laid out like that.
So our investigation is going to start right there, with the stuff you use every single day. Let's unmask these indoor culprits one by one, and we'll start with the biggest offender from that chart.
Now check this out. This is where you can really see what a huge difference a little bit of technology makes. An old toilet, one from maybe before the 90s, it could be using up to 7 gallons of water with every single flush. Now compare that to a modern, efficient toilet, which uses just over 1 gallon. I mean, that's just a massive, massive opportunity for savings right there.
And here's where we get to bust a really common myth. A lot of us think that washing dishes by hand saves water, right? But the data? Well, the data tells a totally different story. Washing by hand, especially if you leave that tap running, can use around 20 gallons of water. A modern, efficient dishwasher, it uses as little as 4 to 6 gallons. Now the key, of course, is you gotta run it when it's a full load.
Okay, let's move on to the shower and see how this all adds up. A standard older shower head, it's just blasting out about 2.5 gallons of water every minute. But if you make a really simple, pretty cheap swap to a low-flow model, you can drop that down to 1.8 gallons a minute, or even less, and you'll save hundreds of gallons a month without really even noticing a difference in pressure.
So, we've covered the big water users inside your home, but here comes the big plot twist in our little mystery. What if the single biggest reason for that shockingly high water bill isn't actually inside your house at all?
And here it is, the big reveal. Your lawn and your garden. In the warmer months, outdoor watering can easily double or even triple your entire indoor water use. This right here, this is the unexpected giant. It's the real culprit behind most of those crazy high water bills. But the good news is, you can totally tame this giant. It's not about letting your lawn die, it's just about watering smarter. So, water early in the morning or late in the evening so the sun doesn't just evaporate it all away. Water deeply, but not as often, to help the roots grow strong. And remember, your lawn typically only needs about an inch of water a week to stay healthy.
All right, so we've looked at the big appliances and the great outdoors, but there's one more group of culprits we have to hunt down. These guys, they're the silent thieves, the hidden leaks that just waste water 24/7, and a lot of the time you don't even know they're there.
The great news is, you can totally become a leak detective with this super simple 3-step test. First, turn off all the water in your house and go look at your meter. If it's still moving, you've got a leak somewhere. Next, just do a quick visual check under your sinks for any drips. And finally, the toilet dye test. This one's easy. Put a few drops of food coloring in the toilet tank, wait a bit, and if that color seeps into the bowl without you flushing, well, you've found your silent thief.
You think a tiny little drip doesn't matter? Oh, think again. A single, slowly dripping faucet can waste up to 3,000 gallons of water in a single year. It's just a slow, steady, and really expensive drain on your wallet.
And if you thought 3,000 gallons was bad, a constantly running toilet is a whole different level. It's a financial nightmare. A silent leak from a bad flapper can waste over 200 gallons of water every single day. That is over 70,000 gallons a year from one toilet.
So, the mystery is officially cracked. We found the big users, we found the outdoor giant, and we found the hidden leaks. Now, let's pull everything we've learned together into a powerful toolkit so you can take back control of your water bill for good. Let's start with some easy hardware upgrades that give you the biggest bang for your buck. These little faucet aerators, they can cut your faucet's water use in half. We've already seen how much of a difference low-flow shower heads and efficient toilets can make. Seriously, don't think of these as expenses. They're investments that pay for themselves really fast.
And of course, it's not all about the hardware, right? Smarter habits cost you absolutely nothing, but they can save you a fortune. Try to aim for a 5-minute shower. Really commit to only running full loads in the dishwasher and the washer. And you know the classic, turn off the tap when you're brushing your teeth. All these little things, they really add up to thousands of gallons saved.
So the case is closed, we know where the water goes, from our appliances to those sneaky, silent leaks. And we know how to fight back. So the final question, well, it isn't a mystery at all. It's a choice. One small change can save thousands of gallons. What's yours going to be?